Welcome back to another episode. We're continuing our series all about effective marketing for your daycare. This is the Grow Your Daycare podcast where we focus on online marketing strategies for childcare business owners. I am your host, Christina. Today is part 4, and today we're going to be talking about your website. So this is a fun episode. I love talking about websites. I love sharing with other providers, fun ways you can kind of revamp your website, things that you should add, things that your website should have so that it is working for you, meaning it is actually growing your online reach, it's attracting families to your business, and you're getting found, like people are becoming aware that you exist locally. So that's what your website is for, right? So before we dive in, I want you to know that there are a few ways we can work together if you're looking for Facebook ads, one-on-one consulting, or even just something to post every single day on your business page. Check out the links in the show notes. So there's a few fun ways we can work together. And hopefully I will see you in one of my memberships. Now, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this episode, where we're going to be talking about your website. So now, hopefully, if you're listening to me, you have a website already set up for your business, okay? So yes, a lot of people say, you know what, I don't really need one. All I need is a Facebook business page and I'm good. And the reality is, no. There's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't rely only on Facebook to advertise your daycare. I cannot get into those right now because we're going to be here forever. But scroll through my podcast and you will see there's a lot of other episodes where I talk about Facebook and not really putting all your eggs in one basket, okay? So let's talk about your website for a second. Whether you've put this website together on your own or you've hired someone to do this for you, there's a few things that are so important in order to make your website work for you, okay? The first thing you want to think about is that around 90% of people now in today's world are scrolling on some type of mobile device, iPad, or a smartphone, okay? Which means your website has to be optimized for mobile. We have to make sure that everything is aligned properly. You have to make sure that it loads quickly. You have to make sure that all the links are working properly so that it gives your viewer the best possible experience so that they can stay and scroll and read through your website, okay? The other thing I want you to think about is your keywords, okay? So I've done a few episodes on keywords. Again, you can scroll through the podcast and search for SEO and keywords. But in a nutshell, a keyword is basically what someone is going on Google. So in your community, they go on Google and they type up things like daycare near me or a daycare near downtown Montreal, right? So wherever you're from, you want to think about that. You want to do some simple research online using a Google, and you want to think to yourself, what is a local mom and dad looking for, searching for when they open up their Google browser and they're looking for childcare? Is it Montessori bilingual? Is it a daycare near the downtown area? Is it, a daycare offering organic meals? Is it a Christian-based bilingual program that you're offering? Whatever that is, those words are so important because they need to be found on the copy, the text, on your homepage and all the other pages as well. Because that's what Google uses to crawl your website, so they search your website. And if those words are found when someone searches, then it brings it up to the first few pages of their search results, okay? And we want to be found on the first few pages and not the last, okay? So make sure you have all the keywords in the right place. The other thing you want to think about is that you have your complete address, email, Facebook and Instagram plugins. All that is properly set up on every single page of your website. It's really important that people know exactly where you're situated without actually looking for that information, okay? So that's also really important for your search. The other thing you want to think about as well is you want to make sure that when someone actually gets on your website, that the first few things they see is why they should say yes to you, okay? So this is really where your unique selling proposition and all those things that really make your center stand out from your competition are easily found on your homepage at least, okay? So this has to be skimmable. This has to be something that someone doesn't really take a long time to find, because you know that moms and dads do not have the attention span to be looking through your website. So this has to be real simple, real easy, hopefully above the scroll. When you're on your mobile, you'll know what I mean. So without someone actually having to scroll down, they should be able at the top to see exactly how to reach you. And also what makes you different and unique, okay? And if you're someone that really wants to do this real well, have some type of call to action, either to book a visit, claim a coupon code, get on your email list, or your wait list, or something like that, right? You want to make sure that you're leveraging that time you have. So you've grabbed their attention, they're on your website. So as soon as they're on your website, right at the top, you need to have your information. Underneath, why say yes to us? So this could be your unique selling proposition, your tagline, right? Things like that. And then right underneath, you can have a place where they can click and they can get access to whatever promotion you're offering, okay? Excellent ways for you to leverage your website, grow your email list, and just get that attention. Now, I want you to also think about graphics and the images, and if you have videos and all the other pages on your website, they're so important, okay? Because people will search for your contact us page, your curriculum page, about us page, our team page, right? So they will look through this quickly. They'll scroll through it, but it's really important that you have all the right information, and then that's not something that's been copy and pasted from another website that you found online, or it looks like a novel, right? There's no paragraphs or bullet points, right? You need to be able to get their attention and to keep them interested. So headlines and subheadlines, point format, making it real fun, colorful, and lots of white space in between so that they don't get overwhelmed with text, okay? That's another great thing you need to do. And I think that as a business owner, your face should be found on your website, especially on your About Us page or our story page. It's a great place for you to introduce yourself, talk a little bit about your background and why you started this business, and then invite that person, that viewer, to actually take the next step, which is to, XYZ, claim a discount code, book a visit with you, get on your email list, or, call you directly, or whatever you want to do, right? You want to make sure that they can actually place a face to the business, right? So you don't want to be using, Canva images or, pictures, generic images, when you have your own images to share on your website, right? And last but not least, you want to make sure that you have lots of reviews and testimonials right on the homepage. There's nothing more powerful than a strong review or testimonial, and bonus points if you can actually get it on video, sharing about your program, about their experience in your daycare. This is really powerful to really help you gain trust quicker and fully book your program faster, okay? So there you have it. I hope that this episode gave you some ideas. If you need to revamp or add a few things, obviously do it. Let me know if you have any questions. My email is in the show notes. And hopefully you will implement a few things that you just learned. Again, if you have no idea what keywords are or SEO is, I've done a lot of other episodes on those. You can always scroll up the podcast newsfeed and look for those podcast episodes. I know that they will definitely help you. And that's it. So hopefully this blesses you and your business, and I will see you in just a few days. Bye for now.